leg at a time to help us come into our seat and also to awaken the core of the body. So using your arms, connect your arms, core, and leg. Second side, just checking in, softening awareness. Notice your breath. Just gently move with your body. And release from the hip cradle if you were practicing that. Just take a moment to place your hands on your legs. Lean forward slightly so that you're completely relaxed downward. Relax your eyes. Find breath through the nose and listen for it. We rotate our senses inwardly. Think of vision, hearing, and touch by placing the hands on your own body, by touching the earth. Just notice touch right here in this moment. And then bring yourself upright. Tone your low belly lightly towards your spine. Maybe take the hand there and just take a breath above that stillness. Release ribcage breathing. Take another breath. And then relax and release your hands so the palms are facing up. Just relax your fingers. Hands so hard working, let them rest, open. Shavasana hands. And in those open spaces of the hands, just feel the energy body. And also a space for potential, whatever you'd like to intend, be grateful for, dedicate to. Meditate upon your breath. Feel your body relax into the present moment. Just feeling steady and comfortable. And we're gently guiding our mind to a quiet state. Notice eyes relax. Notice ears relax. Notice whole body relaxed, the sense of touch. Gather your hands together. Keep a little space there. Bring it up to your heart. Bow your head. Let your neck lengthen. Feel your breathing. Feel your heart. Dropping some mental energy down into that space by the heart. And then press the hands together. Feel them come together completely. Lift up your elbows and lift your chin. So that elbow lift helps us increase that prana at the heart. Low belly strong. Breathe in. Sit tall. Exhale, relax and release your hands and arms, shoulders relaxed. Weave your fingers, press up your arms. Inhale, let your shoulders lift for a moment, and then exhale, shoulders down, and then inhale, try to stretch your arms again. Gently lift your chin, gazing steadily in the direction of the pose, never straining the brain or the eyes or the neck. One more time. Breathe in, gently be present with your sensation. And then let your fingers weave out and release your arms down. Just feel the energy for a moment. Bow and arrow pose with a twist. So we bring both hands into fists, stretch them away from each other, and look back, twist pose. Just lightly activate your hands and your arms. If your nails are long, be careful not to hurt your hands. Just activate your upper body. Feel a little bit fierce, determined, and strong. One more breath. Draw the hands away from each other. Exhale, release the hands down to the earth, to the leg, and stay another breath or two just to let the energy flow. Looking back. One more breath. Really try to find that sweet place where you've gone just the right amount. When your exhale comes, let it release you back to center. Perhaps change the cross of your legs, the other foot in front, if that's okay with your body, just to mix it up a little, balance it out. Ready for the other side, gently tall, low belly toned. Take your bow and arrow. Reach with your hands, so light fists. Sit tall and twist back. And then inhale, activate your arms, your chest, your shoulders, your hands. Pulling back on that bowstring, anchored into your seat and your legs and your core. One more time, give it energy. Exhale, soften and release your arms down. And enjoy about 3 breaths. Looking back, we're just relaxing into twist. Letting ourselves release tension from the body helps free our minds from that tension in the body. It's one layer of the practice. One more time, enjoy your breath. Release back to center. And let's take the hands back, lift up your chest. Release your legs and point your toes. Keep them on the floor, lean back, little boat pose variation. So hug your elbows towards each other. Legs active, and then let's try 90-degree knees. A few breaths. Rest your feet together. Totally part of the pose. And then give it a straightening. Just one breath to straighten. And then release your feet close. Shift forward and widen your knees. Come through Malasana. One variation is to hold the knees. So this is a heart reaching forward pose. What can you soften? Let your neck be relaxed. Just gently lengthen, eyes steady. Have a few more breaths to explore, maybe reaching forward with your head in your hands. And the inner feet trying to come down towards the floor. Deep breath flowing through. Breathe into those spaces. And then lean back. Press your ankles either way. Squeeze in your feet. Sit up tall. Balance on your sacrum. Find that sense of tallness. That's part of boat pose. And then we're going to bring the feet down, hands in front of you, just in front of your knees. Shift forward and release your legs back. Pick up and reset your hands so they spread open and ground through the heels. Take your right leg straight back. It's okay if you need a cushion under your knees. Just add your blanket across or your mat, fold. Reaching back through that right heel. Press the earth, activate your chest and your upper back. And find a nice little uplift in your low belly. Let's see about lifting the other leg up into the air. So I'm going to bring in my foot slightly closer because that feels like I have more power there. Bring that back foot in closer in order to pick up the left leg and reach it up into that 3-leg dog position. Just straight up through the heel. Lengthen the whole body. Breathe deeply again. And exhale, come down carefully. And switching sides, release the right leg back, make the left leg back. Always free to refine and reset in the hands. It can be helpful with the hands to, like you're kind of like you're playing the piano with the fingers, that you engage the first pads of the fingers, those, I don't know the technical name, but the first part of your fingers out at the ends, fingertips, um, engaging those will kind of lift the arches of the hands, helping find openness in them. And then bring the toes in slightly and lift up straight through the heel and try to just relax the fingertips now. Feel the weight into the heels of the hands. You can even lift your fingertips off the floor. One more time, big breath. And release back down to your tabletop. Carefully set the knees. Spin your pinkies outward. And carefully come forward so you don't have to spin all the way back. Maybe just check in with out to the side. Walk the hands back carefully, check in. So some focusing on our shoulders and hands and wrists today. One more time, just find a place that's comfortable on the way to fingers back. And let's add a big lion's breath wherever you are, steady and grounded. Breathe in, gaze towards your nose. Breathe out, open your mouth wide and release with sound. Big long exhale. And then let's carefully release the hands just a little bit at a time. And lift up to your fingertips and round into cat spine. Tuck your spine, tuck your tail, round your back deeply. Notice the energy in the hands. Find a nice little uplift in your low belly here. Take one more breath. And hands down. Inhale, heart forward. Exhale, tuck toes, downward facing dog. So here, it's heels of the hands, so you can lift your fingertips and spread them back down. Find your upside down V. So first setting the hands, then the arms are straight and pressing. Head goes down, hips are lifted up, and then we try to bring the heels down. If you would like to bend one knee at a time, you may do that, walk it out. So we have externally rotated shoulders, head hanging free, and long spine. Hold still, perhaps picturing a favorite dog as they come forward slightly into your plank, and then go back and they lengthen out through their tails up to the sky, way back. And then shift forward to plank and step your feet towards your hands. Inhale, coming up carefully, use your legs, roll your shoulders back, and draw your arms into the sides of your body. Spread your feet. Arrive. Be with the transition of energy. Ground yourself through your next exhale. Just think earth, time, ground, feel feet. Yoga's nice barefoot time. And then sing hello, greeting the sun, nama, honoring. Inhale, reach up. Lengthen. And then bowing forward. Reverent hands at the center. Bow to the sun, fold in. Half lift. Looking towards the horizon, but the eyes off the nose, not straining the neck. Exhale back to plank pose. Just one breath to establish it. Knees down, upward facing dog. Let's take 3 breaths this first time just to have time to come in. So you hug your elbows in, straighten your arms, lift your chest. Careful with your low back. So you want to find something nice with your body. I've got my knees down for this first one. And then maybe lifting up the knees if you would like. One more breath, gaze down. Exhale, table, knees down, release your spine, back to downward dog. Lift your fingertips. And then let your fingertips come down. Big waves of breath, 5 times. Next time you breathe in, release your downward dog a little bit towards the plank. And then breathe out, let your heart reach towards the floor, your tail reach towards the sky. Inhale to step forward. Exhale to fold forward wherever you are with your hands. Inhale to stand. So we learn to stretch out the breath to match the movement all the way to the hands meeting. Maximum reach, top of in-breath. And enjoy the slow exhale to come down the center and bring your arms by your sides. Train your shoulders to be back and down a little bit. Just feel that broadening across your collarbones. Let's wide arms inhale this time. Reach up. You're gathering that sun energy into your hands. Exhale, bring it to your heart and fold in. Release your hands to shins, feet, or floor. Head down and up. Down and gaze up. Half lift, gaze off your nose, lengthen your spine. Little back bend. Spread hands, other leg back first this time, if possible. And then widen your hands and your feet both out to the outside edge of your mat for 5 breaths in wide plank. Feel the hands and feet touch the earth. Press into them. Activate your whole body. And feel empowered, taking one more strong breath. And then bring one knee under the hip at a time. Come down to your forearms. Your elbows in line with your shoulders and hands. Take back your legs, forearm position. Draw your toes and elbows towards each other. Feel strong across your chest. Your knees are down, that's okay. Strong across your upper back. One more time, breathe. Carefully bring your belly down to the floor. Release your feet, lengthen your legs, and bring them down and together. Reach your arms up overhead and just relax your face forward for a moment. Just slightly soften yourself. So your legs are lightly together, arms gently reach. Just a grounding movement. Feel that. Putting your body on the earth. Bringing us into the present, like the breath. And then like your hands are stuck to the floor, draw them back slowly towards you as you lift up your chest. So seal pose, press the pelvis forward, lift the whole ribs, not just the front, and draw your hands back towards you until you get a nice lift in your spine. Downward gaze off the nose. And training that awareness, like your first level of awareness is your own body, breath, and eye focus. Beyond that is my voice. Stay in your own zone while you listen and follow. One more time, just gently present in this energizing back bending shape. Let your elbows come down, slide your hands away and just relax for a moment. Release that lift. Bring your hands in by your chest. Outward spiraling energy as they stick to the floor, elbows in. Press forward and peel up your belly. Come back to quarter dog. Tuck toes, long, long spine, head down. So we look back at our toes here. Make sure they're nice and not crunched, but turned under as much as they will. Really drop your chin towards your chest. Draw the shoulders back into your body and feel that nice broadness there. Pinky side awareness, external rotation. Twice more, just quiet and ground. Bring your hands down if you lifted the pinky side and breathe out one more time. Come up, slowly release your toes to the tops of your feet. Hands far away, they're probably already in a pretty good place for upward dog. Just working with your proportions, transition to that upward face, chest forward, heart lifting. Flip over your feet. Step them in a little bit, find your down dog shape. Press weight back into the legs. And if you'd like this time to do a tail wag, side to side with your hips to stretch out your side body. Head hangs free, belly draws up. Come to center, let the breath flow. One more time. And coming into Virabhadrasana, stepping your right foot forward and angling your back foot down, your heel towards the center of the mat. So press into your feet and rise up, bringing your hips forward. Take a moment for that transition. Center knee over ankle. Grounding, hips, feet, legs. And then an opposite energy of upward reaching with the arms. Lift your chin. So when we lift our chin, we actually gaze down to look at the nose. And that helps us keep length in the neck so you don't strain. Shoulders off the ears. Deeply breathe one more time. Just find your favorite part of this pose and be with it. Find that finishing place. And inhale, straighten your leg. Exhale, open out to warrior B. Turn out to the side with your back toes. Turn your gaze off your front fingers. Float your arms. Really let the hands go soft. And now gently gather the hands together. Steady the gaze off that front hand. One more breath. And exhale, a little windmill action to come down to the floor. Work with your body, go back. Knees down. Upward facing dog. Carefully work in. Flip over the feet. Maybe the other foot steps first into the downward dog shape. Establish it. Deep breath. And the left leg stepping forward, warrior A. Angle the right heel as you're looking down. You can look at your back foot and come up. Really press your front foot. Find your pelvis, bring it forward and down. Shoulders down. This time let's work with elbows wide. So lead with the heart. Release tension across the fronts of the shoulders. Gently squeeze your shoulder blades together and gaze towards your nose. One more time, breathe out. Settle down. Hands to heart, straighten your leg and turn your back toes to the side. And bend out your knee again, warrior B. Reaching front and back. Turning your head. Let your fingers soften away from each other. Shoulders down. Gather the fingers lightly. Keep the gaze steady off the front fingers. One more time, deep breathing. Exhale, grounding into the pose. Try to get low. Just have a sense of finishing. And then inhale up and transition to wide parallel feet. So turning both feet same way on your mat. Take a moment to look down and even them out. Find a comfortable wide spread. Bring out your arms to the sides. Inhale. Breathe out. Bring your hands together. Weave them behind your back. Just take a moment to feel which way you interlaced your hands. Give them a little squeeze. And relax your hands. Draw them down. Stretch your chest and shoulders. Gaze downward. Tops of the cheeks. Then breathe in. Lengthen your spine. Breathe out. Spine forward. Knees bend as needed. Find that forward fold first. And then carefully take your arms away from your body to any degree. Listen to your shoulders. So the shoulders are very soft here. There's a little squeezing together of the shoulder blades. The fingers just hang, stuck together. The palms release from each other. One more time. Breathe out. Relax your shoulders. Breathe in, reverse the pose. You can do that in your own way, back to that little bit of a heart lift. Relax and release your arms. And turn your right leg out from your hip. Open out your arms to the sides, triangle pose. Breathe in, reach your arms. Breathe out, over and down. So your back toes might ankle in a little bit if you need them to. Lengthen both sides of your torso and lightly turn your gaze upward. So your hand might just be in your peripheral vision, which is just fine. Just steady your gaze. Soft and steady. One more time, breathe deeply. Next time you inhale, come up. Change your legs to the other side. Exhale, go down. Feel the strength of the legs. That's your support here, your groundedness. Ground your hand wherever you reach. Lengthen your sides and turn yourself carefully upward with your awareness and your gaze. So perhaps noticing that sense of touch, since you are probably touching your leg or foot somewhere, your feet are touching the earth, the air is touching your skin. Keep awareness right here. Finish out a breath. Use an inhalation to come up. Turn the wide parallel feet and release your arms. And let's do a little side to side flow. So let your toes and knees turn out comfortable a little bit. And then go over to the left first, over to the right. Go at your own pace. Make adjustments. Make it feel just right. Go all the way in and then release. All the way in. Press your foot to release. Again. Enjoy. We create positive patterns in our bodies. Next time you come over to the right, let's have a hold. Come into that sweet, just right depth. Where does it feel wonderful? Releasing the inner leg on the back side. Draw upon your bandhas a little bit, your low belly and your pelvic floor, lightly gliding upward. Energetic lifting there. Finish breath. Gratitude for that side. And over to the other one. How are you today? This side, where do you want to be? Check in with both legs and hold steady. Find that light upward energy in the bandhas. Make sure your neck is released here. Yeah, breathe out one more time. Gratitude, release, inhale, come up the center. Roll your shoulders back and down a few times. And release your feet closer and step forward top of your mat. Shiva's twist. So we're gonna just settle into the front of the mat. Gently tall, relaxed. Eyes find a steady point out in front, 4 to 6 feet. Just something neutral. It's just our steady point, no matter what it is. So picking up your right knee as if a string were attached to the sky, lifting that knee, floating it up. It's possible to keep your toes on the floor for that float, just fine. Long spine, float your elbows, and then exhale, twist towards your bent knee. You're changing your gaze, so find a new gaze. Just lock your eyes on a steady spot. There's a softness, but a determination to the gaze here. Hands are just expressive and free, soft. Give it another breath's energy. Feel that core strengthening aspect of it. Give it a little more twist. And try to calm down slowly. It's okay if you have to pop down, that happens. Just balance your energy, hands at the center. Shift the other side. So we shift the weight, lift out of the hip, float the knee, compensating for asymmetry. Steady your eyes and breathing. Let yourself relax. Lift your elbows and add the twist. Shift your gaze as you twist. Find another spot and steady. Soft, expressive fingers. Perhaps the breath will slow down as you hold the shape. Find the beautiful spaciousness in the mind as you still it to concentrate to be here. Just trying again as needed. One more time though. Just let's energize if we can find a little more twist, a little more space. Try to release it all slowly. Press your hands lightly, let them rest together. Just feel that release. So our practice is moving our energy around, filling us with vital energy. Another standing pose dancer, shifting back into the left leg. Bend your right knee. Definitely feel free to use the wall to bring your heel towards your hip. I'm going to take the outside of my foot or ankle and maybe both hands. So you can stretch your shoulders back a bit as you fold your leg. Steady your eyes. Soften your face. This golden present, being with it. And staying as you are, or playing with that half bow shape of dancer where you press your foot into your hand to reach back, and then your front arms helps you counter. And as your torso comes forward, use that arm to help you balance, or to use the wall. Try to create a nice opening of your front body. And just one more breath. Come down and out of it carefully. Feel that fresh rush of blood into the leg as you switch sides. Bending knee, reaching back outside of foot or ankle. So just gently reset. If you come out, just gently come right back into it. This is our brain's agility as much as our bodies. And the second part, you could stay like this or try that, lean forward, reach out, press into your foot into your hand and come forward and back. Some of both. Half bow, standing balance. Lots of micro adjustments possibly in your foot is fine. Natural, try to ground through the root of your big toe. And be still as you can, one more breath. And back. Enjoy that release. Putting effort in and then having space for a moment of feeling that releasing. Receiving that strength and that work that you just did. Let's do a little hold at the belly. Gather your feet together. Your boot in the wind. From Qigong, just let yourself unravel as you hold your power center. This is an emotional center of the body as well, so just having space for your feelings, compassion with yourself. Ability to release and let go of things that we no longer need. So a little bit more of this standing meditation. With an exhale, release your arms down by your sides, gently into the sides of the body. Easy mountain pose, then breathe in, open your shoulders. So spin your palms to the sky, reach up, gaze up, hands meet. Exhale down the center, forward fold, bend knees. Hold in. Uplift, inhale. Stepping back, exhale. And bringing your legs through to sit down. That crossing ankle, reversing, or going back to going forward. And let's come together with the feet and the knees wide. Bring them in towards your hips or walk your pelvis towards your feet. So we can articulate our pelvis and walk on our sitting bones. Sit up tall, hold your ankles or your feet. Tuck your chin, deep breath. Inhale, lift your chin, scoop your right elbow onto your left, and lift your elbows a little bit as you press your heels together. A little core strength as we unbind our bound pose. And for today, try taking your hands away a little bit, just changing that eagle arms a little bit. Hands just coming away, listen to your shoulders. Find meditative quality of these actions. Being still, release your arms. And then inhale, come up and let go of the shape. Open out the arms wide, spread the fingers lightly, not too deeply. And down the center. Let's release the feet a little bit away for the second side. So there is a little bit of a balance challenge here. Core strong, so lean slightly forward. That'll help. If it's more comfortable for your spine to stay close, that's fine as well. And to the other side with the equal arms. Left under the right, fingers up. Lift your elbows a little bit, breathe in, and then exhale, let your hands go out a ways. They won't go very far. Just looking for some positive sensation. Feet pressed together, bones on the earth, steady, soft eyes. One more time, present with breath. And then lift and release your arms from the pose out to star. Spread your fingers. And then curl your hands and fists, come down. And we're going to transition. Keep your hands in that position with the fists. Bring one at a time, wide feet. And we're going to try to tuck bring your hands on your hips, but bring your elbows towards each other. And you can work with the knees here. It's a little something new for the shoulder. So fists down on your sides of your hips. Bring your elbows forward. And then your knees can encourage that togetherness lightly. Not too much. Be soft and present. Try something new. Let your brain grow. Just opening the shoulders gently for one more breath. And exhale, relax and release. Let's bring that right knee forward and turn around to our bellies to slide back to pigeon. A transition to pigeon or figure four lying in your back. Folded knee of the front leg. Pick up your hips and square over that folded front leg. Use your arm strength. Other leg straight back. Lean forward. So you can walk out your arms, use your arms, lower more. Just relax and do forwardness. So we're using our body weight here, but we still have a lot of control over how deeply we come into the shape. Just want to be really positive on both knees and letting some nice deep releasing happen around the hips. Don't collapse into your shoulders. So there's a little downward pressing into the arms. Lift your neck long and relax your head. One more time, deep breath. Second one, walking your hands in carefully one at a time. So walk the hands back towards the hips, keep lifting out of your shoulders, and then bend your back knee. And just circle your foot and your head towards each other. And to take it up a notch, if you would like, release your left arm, go back for the inside of your foot, and bring your foot forward. Only if that is something that your body would like. Just the right amount, not harming yourself. Breathe out. And then inhale, let go of where you are and changing sides. It might feel nice to stretch back to three-legged dog for a moment, optional, or go right into the other side. Side turn, knee bend. Just give some hip space to that hip joint. It feels rather nice. And then second side, slide your left knee. So as you slide it, you fold it in on itself. Ease yourself down, straighten your other leg back. Arms support. Try to center yourself today over your pelvis. Carefully come forward and down. You can support your chin with your hands. Check in with both of your knees. So even when we are working deeply, we're very present with that doubt so that we can soften around it, find that just right amount. And then let the rest of your body release what does not need to be activated here. Keeping the bandhas lightly engaged helps protect you in poses, so keeping that awareness until Shavasana. Try a little eyes closed, try to lightly bring your navel towards your spine, in and up. And it will naturally bring with it the muscles of the pelvic floor, this hammock of muscles. That is just the root of our torso, a little energetic uplift towards the fire of the belly. And second one, carefully come to the hands, lift up, bend your back knee, circle your foot towards your head. So we're not folding ourselves in half, but have a circling energy. Optional. Come to the inside of your back foot and try to bring your foot forward. Keep a little softness in your elbow of your balancing arm. Working deeply and compassionately. One more time, deep breath. Relax. Back to the three-leg dog release. I decided it felt like really nice, so join and come through to your back. You could flow through if you like. This is flow class. Bend your knees, dip down, breathe in, breathe out. Downward dog. Just saying one more time. And then on through to your back, lie down. Slowly release your legs straight, curl back. Release your body onto the earth. And just adjust here if necessary so you can get to the back center of your skull. Take a moment grounding in your back body. Let's gather the legs in, draw your toes towards you a bit, and bring your arms by your sides, palms down. Lift your chest off the floor, and then settle back down on your shoulder blades. Thagata Mudra, so lightly activate your whole body. It helps to flex the feet, that's where we start. So just bring the legs a little bit. Bandhas. Turning yourself on lightly. And then breathe deeply in. Let your ribcage expand. And as you exhale, you want to draw your low ribs down and together so we can get a pull for the belly. That's what this means, pull. So exhale, ribs down and together. Try that twice more. Nice big inhalation. Whatever that is for you, full. And then empty. Find that core engagement. Knitting the low ribs together. Anchoring your ribs down. Once more, let it go. Breathe in. Exhale, together and down, low ribs. And then soften that just a little bit and lift up your legs. So press your hands, lift your legs up. And that engagement can help you lift up to shoulder stand. So if you would like to, working with legs up in the air is safe for everybody. You can start preparing for shoulder stand by lifting your hips a little bit, and you can use your fists parking underneath. So this is a Purna Halasana, preparing for shoulder stand. And if you would like to continue to lift up, just maybe practice lifting the hips off the ground a few times, and bringing them back down. And then when we are ready, stay as you are, hips down, or do the lift up. Centered head carefully. Keep your spine long, your neck long. Really use the arms here. Use the core, the bandhas. And then take your hands to your back. And this is half shoulder stand, which has the name official Ardha Salambhasana. So it's fine to work in the half form or to work towards straight if you would like. Like you're trying to lift yourself off the floor through your feet. It's very relaxing. Let yourself come into our finishing practice. Calming the mind as you hold your shape. Give it energy for one more breath if you are lifting. Carefully beginning to reverse the process, legs towards and down. So plow pose. You can have your spine lower or lifted. Feet can come all the way to the floor if they like. Just keep your head centered. Release your arms down or interlace your fingers. Emptying breaths. Soft gaze off the nose. And let's release spines and hips down if they are lifted. Bring the knees into the chest. Widen out if that feels nice in your body. Grounding your low back. And then bringing the knees straight up out of your hips and over to the right side. So you really roll all the way to the right and try to stack the knees. Find a cushion or just leave space between your knees. And then turn and open away. Refocus, twist into the thoracic spine, that spine, the middle of your back, the upper back, behind the heart, just trying to soften there, releasing tension. And also releasing tension across the heart center with our open arms. Let yourself settle, slowing breath down. Enjoy the next inhale, let it grow, let it stretch, and let the exhale release and release you. Back to center. Find center again. Pick up your feet, knees over hips, and second side. Right over, so your pelvis comes to be facing to the side, and your knee tries to come out to stack. Leave space if that's more comfortable. Turn and look away, open across your chest. And breathe into that heart space, front and back. Eyes soft, breath soft. Let the next in-breath deeply move in. And exhale even more. Return to back body, stretch out, take rest. Ground deeply into the earth. Letting softness and a sense of freedom A sense of floating lightly, calm emotions, peaceful breathing. And lightly energized bodies relaxing. Just gently encourage a breath that begins on the left side of the nose and goes out the right, just to add calming quality. Letting the breath move through both sides of the nose again. In evenness. Feel your nostrils. Feel them gently receive and expel the breath. Stretch in inhalation, a little bit more, a little bit more. Exhale deeply, let it go. Lead fingers the other way that you did earlier, if you remember, just your less natural way. Weave and press. Overhead, point your toes, stretch. And carefully release your arms and hands. Relax your feet. Go off to the opposite side you usually go to sit up. And come back to your easy seat. Back to that grounding beginning where the hands are down on the legs. This is also a lovely practice when your feet are on the floor at your chair or even standing. Just let your hands rest on your body and let your feet or your foundation notice the earth. That's always available to you, as is a few rounds of breath. So let's just take 3. Giving it your soul attention. Feel that exhale, part of that grounding energy. Just lean forward a little bit, ground. Inhale, sit tall, palms press, elbows lift. Hands to heart, head to heart. Namaste. I hope you have a beautiful day. Thanks for practicing with me.
Thank you.